So what we have seen in the previous class is t square plus 2q square equal to 4r square. Okay, that is, if this is 4 and 5, if you subtract 4 and 5, what you will get? You will get p square equal to r square. Okay, and then you can take q square, you can substitute p square equal to r square. Okay, if you substitute here p square, then you will get the value of q square also. Right, we'll go to next one. So what you'll get is p square equal to r square. Okay, if you subtract both the equations, 2q square, 2q square gets cancelled. You get p square equal to r square. So in the place of p square, if you substitute r square, that is r square plus 2q square equal to 4r square. P square equal to r square, how we got, I will show you. That is, we are having two equations. That is, this we'll do later. How we got p square equal to r square, I will do it again. Fine. What we got is, so the previous board. What we got here? 2p square plus 2q square equal to 5r square. Here you are getting p square plus 2q square equal to 4r square. So using these two, I am writing 2p square plus 2q square equal to 5r square. This is my equation 4. Equation 5 is p square plus 2q square equal to 4r square. This is equation 5, right? Subtract. These two gets cancelled. You get 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. P square equal to 4 minus 1. 4 minus 5 is 1. So p square equal to r square. Right? If you substitute p square equal to r square in equation 4 or equation 5, what you will get is r square equal to r square plus r square. In the place of p square I am writing r square, r in the equation 5. So r square plus 2q square equal to 4r square. So 2q square equal to 4r square minus r square. So you will get 3r square, 2q square equal to. So we will get q square equal to 3 by 2 r square. Right? So what we got is p square is to q square equal to is to r square. Right? What is my p square? I'll write p square only. Right? Or in, so p square is what? R square. All in terms of r square we will write. R square is 2. What is q square? 3 by 2 r square. R square is r square only. Therefore, what is the ratio I am having? Multiply by 2, we will get 2r square, 3r square into r square. That is, we will get 2 is to 3 is to 2. Okay. Now we will go to next example. Next example is the magnitude of the resultant of the forces F1 and F2 acting on a particle is equal to the magnitude of F1 when the first force is doubled show that the new resultant is perpendicular to F2. What is given? The magnitude of the resultant of the forces F1 and F2 acting on a particle is equal to the magnitude of F1. The resultant is equal to F1. When the first force is doubled, this F1 is doubled, show that the new resultant is F2. Fine, we'll see what it is. What is given here is the magnitude of F1 plus F2 is equal to F2. Whatever is given, we'll write the magnitude of solution, right? Magnitude of F1 plus F2, okay, is equal to the magnitude of F1 is given. This magnitude of F1 plus F2 equal to magnitude of F1. This is given. And what is F1 plus F2 the whole square? Will be F1 the whole square, right? Then what is modulus of F1 F2? It is nothing but F1 plus F2 dot F1 plus F2, okay, which is equal to F1 dot F2. All these are forces, okay, right? So F1 plus F2, this is modulus of A square equal to A dot A, right? Modulus of A square is A dot A. So A dot A, that is what formula we have used. Then you multiply, okay, like this you multiply. So what you will get is F1 dot F1 plus 2 F1 dot F2 plus F2 dot F2, which is equal to F1 dot F2. So what do we get here? All bring it to one side. Get F1 dot F1 plus 2 F1 dot F2 minus F1 dot F2 plus F2 dot F2 equal to 0, and this will be F1 dot F1 dot F1 plus F1 dot F2, okay, 2 minus 1 is 1, plus F2 dot F2 equal to 0, right? Something wrong. It is F1 dot F1, right? This is F1 dot F1, F1 dot F1. Oh, mistake. Sorry. Okay, this is modulus of f1 square is what? f1 dot f1, f1 dot f1. So f1 dot f1 gets cancelled on both the sides. Right, what is we are left with? This one. So f2 can be taken out, right? f2 times, okay, 2f1 is remaining plus f2 equal to 0. So f2 dot 2f1 plus f2 equal to 0. So the resultant of 2f2 and f1 is perpendicular to. That's all we got. Therefore, the resultant of 2f1 and f2, the dot product is 0, no? Dot product is 0. Therefore, resultant of 2f1 plus f2 is perpendicular to perpendicular to f2. That is what we are supposed to prove. We proved it.